Generic greetings and welcome to Construction plus Prison Architect plus Alpha 18 episode 8. In the previous episode we got tiles put in, we got floor put in, and we just generally progressed on as we do in every episode. In this episode I will be finishing this off because technically this is running on Alpha 19 because the update came out 6 days in advance of when it normally does, so I've had to really bump this up on my schedule and we get this done and we can start the next prison. So anyway, I have 5,259 generic credits and there's some changes to be made. I need to go to our rooms and then to exports and put an export section probably just there. It doesn't really matter. Actually, we'll put it there. Why not? Then we'll cut a little bit off. There we go. That's our export section. What I'll do, I'll run through the changes in Alpha 19 now, but I'll still run through them in the next prison just because of completeness. But basically, there's not much changes. Not many changes. The only real change is the way the entire monetary system works. So let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look at grants. You can see that there's thousands of new grants. Actually, thousands is a bit of an overstatement. There's tens of new grants. There's lots of new grants which do different things. You can only have 2 grants at the same time. So I could say mine's still 200 mates. Like prison maintenance, for example, it gets, you know, basically I get 15 grand. I get me grant advance, and then I get different things. So like it says here, this is what you can do. This is what you need. So basically the extra grants mod, it's basically that but in the game now. But more importantly, you can only accept 2 grants. If you have an accountant, then you can accept up to 3 grants, and obviously you don't get all of the money for it. So I need to hire another janitor to get 5 grand. So let's just get another janitor. There we go. I get that grant completed. I've done that just so I actually get this, I get some money. Let me just go to materials and then to our grass, and then we're going to put grass in pretty much like that. There we go, and then we'll do it all the way around here like so. There's been other additions as well. So the lawyer has been taken out. Oh, the poor lawyer. You know that guy that's been in since Alpha 1 and has done nothing? Yeah, well, he doesn't exist anymore. So, you know, if you actually care, then I would ask why. Why do you actually care? Because he's done nothing but waste everybody's time. There's also been changes made to the way oh, hang on, let me just get this all the way to the back like so. Yeah, there's also been changes made to the way money works. You no longer get just a big block of money right at the end of the night at 12 o'clock, because the logic for changing it was that all people do is wait for 12 o'clock, build between 12 and 5, and then they just sit around waiting, which is exactly what I did. So I'm glad to see that change. Also, you get money steadily coming in from different things throughout the day, and this export thing here, this is how you sell your stuff. You can see we've got supply trucks. In fact, because I've built so much, I'm going to hire another 4 workmen, so we've got 12 overall. Yeah, so you have exports now, which is a type of room, and you place it down, and then what happens is the workers will take that the things created in the workshop, so things like license plates and things like saws if you haven't got that, and take that, and then they'll take it to wherever. So as you can see, they've taken it to the export, and then that'll be put on the truck. The truck will go off and I'll get money once it drives off. That's how exports work. So no longer do they just magically disappear and you get money in your pocket. That's all gone. They'll also sell things like wood if you don't have certain things. So for example, this stacked wood here, they'll automatically sell that, I believe, if you don't have a carpenter table, because obviously it's not going to be used for other things. Just general things like that has been changed. Also, if we go to Bureaucracy, we can see that there's different things. We've got land expansion. They've changed this around. I'm not going to run through it all. But, don't we need taser rollout? Wasn't that something we were going to do? Yes, it was. Let me do a full taser rollout. We're going to go to our Bureaucracy, taser rollout. I think I'll also get, I'm going to get extra grant, bank loan, and we can start researching for tax relief and offshore tax haven. Basically, let's have a quick look at our reports and then valuation while this thing is building. In fact, I'm going to speed it up to max speed. There we go. You can see that we can now, we've basically got a valuation of the prison, right? So that's pretty good. We can also sell shares. So you can sell 10% of your prison at a time for shares, which can give you a bit of money for building extra. But obviously, if you sell shares, if you come to then sell your prison, if you only own half your prison, you're only going to get half the total value. So it's a bit of a gamble. Also in finance, we can see how much I get per day. We also have days without incident. The more days you go without incident, the more money you will get. You can also see here corporation tax. We pay a 30% tax on everything we earn. So because this is a private industry, Basically, because of everything that I sell and make, etc., I will have to pay tax on. Now, that's a 30% standard. Because of the way this bureaucracy now works, I can get tax relief for 10,000 generic credits, which is obviously a bit, but it'll save you. It'll save you 15%. As you can see, it reduces corporation tax to 15%. If you then get offshore tax haven, which costs 50,000 generic credits, it drops to 1%, because you really are just giving a finger to the government, basically saying, I'm not paying your taxes, screw you. Imagine if that happened in real life. Like, you know, for example, I don't know, just Apple making 30 billion last year and not paying a cent in tax. Imagine if that happened. Or Amazon in the UK, you know, making like billions of pounds and paying like 0.5% tax or something. Imagine that. Imagine that when, you know, most countries are struggling, you know, to just pay the bills. Awesome. Right, let me just go to materials. I'm going to place some materials in here. I've got 6 grand, so not enough to really build a lot, but I'm going to spend that on probably, I think, probably concrete tiles. Then we're just going to concrete tile this entire area, like so, and we're going to do the corners like that, and then these little bits here as well. There we go. As you can see, we're getting money popping in from different, you know, different times. It's not just a case of, oh, you know, here's a bit of money, here's a bit of money. No, cash flow and stuff. We're getting cash flow because you get paid throughout the day. You get paid throughout the day, and there's my exports going as well. I think, believe it or not, this is one of the, well, it is probably the best change to the game that we've seen since ever, because this has been in since this, you know, the way money works has been pretty much the same since the game started, right? However, loads of other stuff has been added, and I'm not saying that this is better than the stuff that's been added. I'm saying that it's the best change the game has seen, because without it, you know, it was just as they put it better than I ever could in the video, in their Alpha 19 video. And when I say they, I mean IB Software. Basically, they said, well, you know, it was just a restriction. It was just an artificial restriction, which it was. You were just basically waiting for money going, which is why when you go on the Steam Workshop, you see so many mods that all the mod is when you download it, you can start a prison with $1 million, just 1 million generic credits in your pocket, because it's fun that way to build stuff. I don't mind the whole money thing, but I'm glad it's now actually fun to change around and do different things. I'm glad that's been implemented. Anyway, I think most of this is actually done. I've just got all the tiles put in. I was going to do, I'm actually on minuses here. I can actually get, because you see I'm researching bank loan, I'll get bank loans here. In fact, once it's complete, I'll show you what it does. But basically, it means that if you're in trouble, you can go, let's get that. What's this here? Find 10 illegal narcotics. I've already got that done. Tool cleanup. I need to remove supply of stolen tools and remove the supply of stolen weapons. Inmate nutritional research. These are all different things. Now, the grants, I think, are really good because not only do they give you money to build the prison, they also are basically sort of different mini games in themselves. So this one here, for example, inmate nutritional research, you can serve a single poor meal for 2 days and then serve 3 good meals for 2 days. That's the idea. Basically, you have to do that as your objective. So it's a little mini game. It changes things around a bit, and then that's the objectives, and then obviously the prerequisites is what you need to do it. They've fleshed out the way the grants work, and you know, all good for it. Anyway, I've actually got the bank loan now. You can see I can increase the bank loan. So if I say, you know, there you go, I want a bank loan of, you know, $1,000, right? So I've got a bank loan of $1,000. There we go. I now pay $50, 50 generic credits per day in order to actually have that. So what, are they still working? Oh no, it's the yeah. I was gonna say they're not still working. It's the janitor. What time is it in game? It is 4 o'clock. Let me do a shakedown. Why not? But yes, I can increase or decrease the bank loan. I also have a credit rating as well, which allows me to lend more. But I'm just going to decrease the bank loan and pay it back. There we go. 0. Not good, bad at all. And that's pretty much all the changes. I mean, there has been obviously subtle changes for different things, but there's been no real additions other than sort of the grants. But that you could sort of class that as an extension of the way the whole money, the money system works. But overall, not bad. I really like it. And this thing is pretty much finished off. I know that's shouting at me there because I haven't got a workshop press in there. I wish that would be changed, but whatever. Also, I figured out why the well, I was told basically why the carpenter table doesn't work. You need a carpenter table in the primary workshop because that's why the, where is he? The foreman, there he is there, comes out. He actually teaches the class. So, yeah, that's sort of understandable. You need to have that in there. Oh, well, I didn't know. I can't know everything. I don't even profess to know everything, so, you know, whatever. Oh, yes. Oh, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but see this? These televisions, they are the right way. If I see another comment saying, "Oh, the TVs are the wrong way," I'm going to punch someone, probably my face, probably me, in my own face, constantly until I just die. Because I'm sick of seeing a comment, "The TV's the wrong way around." It's not the right way. It's not the wrong way around. That is the right way. This is the back of the television. For those of you who aren't old enough to know cathode ray tube televisions, they have a big back on them because it's a big glass tube in it to fire stuff at the front of the TV, electrons or whatever. I don't know, I'm not a TV repairman. But either way, right, that is the right way. That's the front, that's the front. They are watching it. These are not wrong. Are we done? Are we done? I think we're done. Right. Rant over with. Unless they are the wrong way around. But no, they're not. Get over it. And even if they are, you know what? It works, so just shut up. I'm glad I got that out of my system. To be fair, there's only one or two people that comment about. The rest is just like, yeah, this is alright, this, yeah. And then the odd person just going, do more something else, which isn't this. I should really stop reading the comments at some point. Right, we now have 106 prisoners because I forgot to turn off the intake. And, yeah, we're getting more prisoners. Fantastic. You know what? We're done. The prison's done, right? I could spend more time on actually building a wall all the way around, but what's the point? I mean, it's pretty much done. Let's move on to Alpha 19. As always, tell me what you would like in Alpha 19 prison. What sort of theme you want to go for? High risk, low risk, medium risk. I know pretty much everybody's... Actually, no, we're not done. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was close. That was close. I'd probably get shouted at a lot if I did this. In fact, someone's probably already commented without watching the full video. That's something that's very common. Let me finish this off here. But yes, as I was on about that, basically, you know, put what you would like to see in the next Alpha prison. However, you know, I know people's normal default choices. Do something high risk, which is alright then. Again, you want to see high risk again? Alright then, we'll do high risk again. But we'll see what happens, won't we? Let me just put these all in here and up to there. Now let me have a proper check of this prison. That's done. This is done. That's done. Cells? Cells are unflawed. We haven't got any flaws in the cells, have we? Let's put ceramic floor because it's really expensive and I've got the money. And because I think it's going to be different. Even though I think metal floor looks fantastic in this thing. Can't believe I forgot about all this. I was too busy ranting about televisions. Ah, well. Let me just put all this in here. All the way down to there. And then we'll go up here. Are they done? Visitation's done. All this is done. Up to here. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll just quickly shove this in. You can see we're getting money as well, which is fantastic. Don't actually know how much money we're getting because it's harder to tell. Actually, no, it's not because there. It just tells you there, doesn't it? Ah, well. Apparently now it's... Apparently now it is sleep time. Oh no, sleep time for most people. Coincidentally, they're just sleeping. Anyway, I think I will leave it there now because it is finished. I'm not sharing this prison. I've given up on that because it takes too much of my time to actually get the save file, package it up, all that sort of thing. I could share it by Steam Workshop, but to be honest with you, it's just too much hassle. And I don't. When I actually check the people who download it, it's very few people. Very few people actually download it. So you know, whatever. There you go. That is Prison Architect Prison Alpha 18, actually unnamed like the last couple of them. So as I said, comments in the comments for the next prison, and I will see you then. Thank you very much for watching. Take care and generic partings. And for those of you who said, "Hang on, how can you see me?" You said, "See me again." How can you see me? Well, I've got cameras watching you right now. Hiya, Phil. I've just freaked out anyone called Phil. Bye.